Welcome to We Don't Claim to Be Experts.
We're three siblings,
Emily,
Katy,
Nick.
just here to reminisce, laugh, and overanalyze growing up as millennials.
That's right, we don't have PhDs in nostalgia.
but we do have plenty of embarrassing stories, random trivia, and sibling banter to share.
From cassette tapes to the dawn of social media.
To all the life lessons that we have totally learned the hard way.
And everything in between.
We're here to relive with zero expertise, but plenty of laughs.
So sit back, relax, and let's prove once again
That we don't claim to be experts.
Hi, this is Emily. This is actually a previously recorded episode. We recorded it in February of 2024. It was just me and Katy. We went back to this episode and decided to release it just because we did not record this week. I was having a rough week. I lost my Daisy girl and I was having a really hard time with it. So Katy and Nick were super nice to be flexible about it. So anyway, thanks for supporting us and we look forward to coming back next week.
Okay. Yeah, I'm recording.
So what's up?
Oh, not much.
New week, still no Nick, because he hates us.
Yeah, he decided he doesn't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
He's too cool for us.
Yeah. He's back in Washington D.C, which is pretty cool.
That is cool. He's sending some really cool pictures.
I want to take my kids there when they're older, and it's cute because they know that. So they're like, when will we be old enough?
What do you remember from when we went?
I remember a lot. Going to the Washington Monument, going like up inside of it.
I don't remember going inside of it.
And the windows, I remember being really small. The Air and Space Museum.
I remember Air and Space Museum. Do you remember the mall under our hotel?
Yeah. And taking the metro train. And, like, I remember all the monuments. The only one we didn't go to was Jefferson. Like, I remember the FDR, and I remember, like, the Vietnam.
For some reason,
Like,
very vividly, I can remember Mount Vernon.
yeah, that was cool.
Out of all of the places, I don't know why my brain has absorbed that so well, but I vividly remember Mount Vernon.
Huh.
That was a cool trip.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very cool.
Once in a lifetime. Our mom lobbied Congress. I can't remember if we've talked about this on the podcast.
I think so.
She lobbied Congress for research money for kidney disease that's really common in our family. And we all got to go along. And we were all pretty young.
Yeah.
But it was really cool.
Yeah, it was very cool.
And Nick's there right now for work.
So, I'm trying to think. I had, like, something I wanted to talk about, and I don't remember what it was.
I saw something this morning I wanted to share with you that I thought was so funny. Here, go find it. I took a screenshot.
I hear Daisy's footsteps.
Well,
Oh no, that's Dodger.
little tip taps.
Yeah.
So it says, someone once said that your customer service voice is just baby talk for boomers, and I can't get over it.
Okay, boomer.
But like, it's true.
Yeah,
I laughed pretty hard at it though.
that's funny. Yeah, customer service was an interesting, like, field to work in.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And
what was your least favorite part about customer service? You have quite a few years of experience.
yeah, I always hated when people needed a manager and they'd come grab me, just because it was like,
I don't want to deal with your crap today.
the type of person that needs a manager is, like, I don't know, just a different kind of person. And it's not always. Sometimes it's very justified, but I mean, it's like one time I got yelled at because this lady didn't like the thickness of a milkshake. You know, it's like she was yelling at me because we advertised as a milkshake and it was too thick for a milkshake. And it's like,
I'll get right
what
on
can
that,
I-
lady.
what can I do?
Sorry.
Yeah, like, yeah, okay, we'll eat it. Let it melt, and then it's more of a milkshake consistency.
Hey, do you want me to run over to the Walmart and get you some milk to, like, water it down? I don't know what you want me to do.
Yeah, I might need to shut the door. The girls are being loud. They're doing giant puzzles on the floor.
That's cute. I don't know, their little voices in the background's pretty cute.
But yeah, and then working in, like, patient care,
Mm-hmm.
it's customer service, but it makes your heart happy. I love doing patient care.
They're more appreciative because they don't feel good. They're at a really low point.
Yeah.
In mental health, physical health, whatever. And they know
Yeah.
they need you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, it's like when I did my clinicals and stuff, it's like, I helped patients that, didn't have any brain activity. They were brain dead and they were being kept alive by their family. But it's like, to me, that was such a special moment to provide care because they are still a human and they're somebody's special person, and to provide them that care that they're not able to provide themselves. It was such a neat, and it's like even patients that, when I worked in surgical services, it's like just doing that patient care. It's like even that, I mean, yeah, they're awake and stuff and they can do things, but it's like, it's just such an honor to help
Did
people.
you hear about that lady that just woke up from 7-year
No.
coma?
Oh, wow. No?
Yeah,
Let's Google it.
okay, I think it was 7 years. She was in a car accident. She had 2 or 3 young kids. And then her body couldn't handle being awake, so they induced a coma. And
Oh, I was typing it on the wrong tab, on the tab that doesn't have a type or something. Okay, sorry.
and she finally woke up. That'd be a trip to go from, I don't know, like, I just don't understand comas and, like, the subconscious mind and how it can ingest information and whatever.
It says 5 years.
But yeah, her kids were young when she went into a coma.
Wow. It's amazing to, like, just, oh, wow. It's interesting to see her before and after.
God, she woke up, though.
Yeah. Sorry, now I'm just reading it, where this is very interesting.
I encourage everybody listening to look it up, too, because it is a cool story.
Yeah. Well, it says her mom visited nearly every day for 5 years. Okay, there's Daisy.
Hi, Daisy. Behind Emily, there's 2 dogs just sitting on one of the beds. And all I can see is Dodger's ears. Stand up one more time.
Why?
I want to get a screenshot of the dogs. Oh, where'd Dodger go? Oh, okay. Got it. That's pretty good.
Oh, I'm in the girls' room today because I knew they'd be awake and being loud.
I looked up some 2007 facts.
Okay.
Because I can't remember if we talked about it on here, Emily graduated high school in 2007 and I graduated in 2009. And so I looked up facts from both years that we can talk about, because it feels like a trip reading some of these. In 2007, the most popular web browsers were Internet Explorer at 56% and Firefox at 36%.
Firefox. I always hate when my work tell me, like, well, you need to use it in Internet Explorer because the program we're using, like, works better in Internet Explorer. And I'm like, why? Like,
That's a thing?
yeah.
Oh
They'll
my
always
god.
be like, well, are you using it in Internet Explorer? And I'm like,
No, it's a terrible browser. Come on, get
I
with
was
the
using
times.
Google like a human.
Internet Explorer doesn't even exist anymore. It's called something else, isn't it?
Isn't it Edge or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, Edge. Same thing. New name.
Let's see. A loaf of white bread cost $1.20. A dozen eggs were $1.68. 1 pound of sliced bacon was $3.66. And strawberries cost $2.20 for 12 ounces.
So we're like double that, at least.
That's crazy.
More for eggs. Eggs has gone up. I mean, I don't buy eggs anymore, but
Right,
aren't
but
eggs
it was
like $5 or $6 a...
Yeah, it's because that massive bird flu.
Yeah,
Was it bird flu that was going around?
I think
I
so.
don't know. Something in the coops. President George W. Bush signed the Fair Minimum Wage Act of 2007 into law. So 2007 was the
Oh.
year that $7.25 was made the federal minimum wage.
Oh.
And we're still there in 2024.
Ay. But yeah, eggs
Can you hear me okay?
cost 3 times the amount.
Oh no, I've lost you. Where did you go? Can you hear me?
In fact, yeah.
I can't hear anything.
Hello?
I think we have a delay. Hang on.
You're really fuzzy, Wuzzy.
Yeah, it keeps trying to reconnect. Alright, is that better?
I think so. I don't know.
Alright, we're back. My internet was being wonky doodle. Ben's downstairs playing games.
Okay, so I was looking at it's a long story. But anyway, I was looking at jobs at my hospital that I work at, and there was this position that I've always been interested in. I think it would be really cool, but I don't have like qualifications for it. But I was like, maybe it's something I could like look forward to and attain, right? And so I was looking at it, and so there was like a $20 range of pay, right? So your entry range is this amount, and then the high end is $20 more than that. And what I thought was interesting is the low end, the entry rate, is what I make now, having no qualifications. Isn't that interesting?
That is. So if you ended up applying for it, would you start at that wage?
I mean, depending on my experience. I don't have the qualifications. So you have to have at least a bachelor's degree in this specific field. And then it's preferred you have a master's degree. And that seemed so wild to me because, I mean, it's not cheap to go to school. It's not cheap to get a master's degree. It's a lot of work. And so it's like, if I went through all that work, I could potentially make $20 more per hour. But to me, that's just so interesting that a paper doesn't get you, like, the entry rate is what I make now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so weird.
That's the same for the position I want to apply for in my work, is the entry is my wage, but then it goes up $30.
Interesting.
Like, that's the wage range.
There's this website called Tear the Paper Ceiling. Have you heard of it?
What's that about? No.
The paper ceiling is an invisible barrier that comes at every turn for workers without a bachelor's degree. And I do think we need specialties, and we do think we need school, and I do think we need, people who are specialized in what they do. Like I said, it wouldn't make any sense for me to apply for that position because I'm not skilled in it. So it's like we need people to be trained in that specialty. But it's like it's interesting when you're looking at jobs and stuff, how like their requirements is like a bachelor's degree. They don't care what your bachelor's degree is in. It could be in botany and you're applying for like a business degree and they don't care. They just want you to have a bachelor's. It's so interesting.
My degree is in cosmetology, and yet I don't do that anymore. I do something that arguably is a different end of the customer service spectrum. Like, it's just weird.
Yeah. And especially with how crippling like student loan debt is, like it's hard. It's a hard world that we live in. And
it is.
You hear people talk about it, how, we're told like these are the boxes you need to check to like survive in life and have your dream. And it's like, we're just not able to achieve those things because housing costs a lot. The minimum wage,
the average
hasn't gone up.
The average home price right now is like $450,000.
Interesting.
And the minimum wage is still the same as it was at the end of the recession when the housing market exploded.
Right.
Like, how? I don't... explain that to me. Like...
It's... Yeah. And, like, the company I work for, I think it was, like, a couple years ago, they ended up raising their minimum wage to $15 an hour, which is super cool and progressive. And they actually gave me a raise to, like, accommodate for, like... the fact that they increased everyone else's. So they didn't keep me lower. They took me up to make
nice.
it, like, they made it a scale. Like, it was kind of cool and nice.
That's valuable.
Yeah.
The state gives cost of living increases every so often. So you'll get a cost of living wage increase. I think it's every year.
Yeah. Was it 5%
Where they
or
give
3%?
you like I think it's 3 to 5. Yeah. Last year was 3. But that's nice. And then whatever other raises you earned. What is known today as a miracle on the Hudson, Chelsea Sullenberger safely landed the U.S. Airways Flight 1549 on the Hudson River.
That feels like it was like 5 years ago.
I know.
What?
But also
a
graduating
long
high school
time ago.
feels like 5 years ago.
Yeah. What in the world?
Like, we're old, Hershey's, the largest U.S. candy maker, closed its factory in Reading, Pennsylvania, and moved the production to Monterrey, Mexico. I didn't know that happened.
Me neither.
I'm just over here thinking they're still making chocolate out in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Turns out no. It's down in Mexico.
Huh.
TV stations in the U.S. switch from analog to digital transmission.
I I watched somebody like recorded that moment on like a camcorder and like posted it on one of the Instagram pages I follow. It was so funny because it was like,
I love that so much.
we're gonna show you this moment, and they were like all excited, kind of like it was like a New Year's Eve countdown, and then it was just like, all right, like it was so like.
Do you remember the panic though with the digital
Yeah, I was
antennas?
like, our antennas aren't gonna work. We need a digital one. Hold on. Okay, I'm back.
Ooh, Chrome was released.
Like Google Chrome.
Google
Okay,
Chrome
so
was
that
released in
explains why in
2009.
07, the top two, that's all we had. We had Firefox and Internet Explorer.
Bing was created.
Come again?
Microsoft Bing,
Oh,
the search engine.
Huh.
Sony sold over 12 million floppy disks. The Android versions 1.6 Donut and 2.0 Eclair were both released, and the person using a fake name, Satoshi Nakamoto, introduced the internet currency Bitcoin in 2009.
Interesting.
That's crazy. Major League Baseball players Ricky Henderson and Jim Rice were both inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. The soap opera Guiding Light aired its final episode, set after 72 years.
Getting light.
Popular food trends. Are you ready for this? This is hilarious. This describes millennials perfectly. Popular food trends: chicken pot pies, meatloaf, macaroni and cheese, pizza, high C fruit drinks, super fruits, and wacky ice cream flavors. That is millennials in a nutshell. That is Ben's diet.
Home cooked meals and wacky ice cream flavors. Okay, real quick, we're going to take a detour.
Oh, no, it's fine. We're good.
I wanted to look up Android operating systems because they've always had like funny names. So the first one was just Android 1.0. The next one was Petite 4. Then it was Cupcake, Donut, Eclair, like you mentioned. Froyo was the next one. Gingerbread, Honeycomb, Ice Cream Sandwich, Jelly Bean, Key Lime Pie, Lemon Meringue Pie, Macadamia Nut Cookie, New York Cheesecake, Oatmeal Cookie, Pistachio Ice Cream, Quince Tart, Red Velvet Cake, Snow Cone, Snow Cone V2. Does that count if you just like just add a V2? Tiramisu.
Snow cones are too good. They couldn't
like,
just name one.
We haven't lived this
They had to
out
name
long
two.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiramisu, upside down cake, and our current one is vanilla ice cream.
I have never known.
Oh, it's a preview version. Okay.
that their operating systems are called food, like desserts.
You didn't.
I did not know that. That is something I learned today. I've always been an Apple user, for those listening.
Okay, listen to... Hold on, I gotta look at where to make sure I don't have a...
Although in 2009 I had a BlackBerry.
Yeah, Apple's is not as cool. Okay, the first one, it says Kodiak, then Cheetah, Puma, Jaguar. We don't have any names for a few. Oh, wait. Okay, Panther. Sorry, the way they listed it, it's weird on Wikipedia. Okay, Panther, Tiger, Leopard, Snow Leopard, Lion, Mountain Lion. And then we go into Mavericks, Yosemite, El Capitan, Sierra, High Sierra, Mojave, Catalina, Big Sur, Monterey, Ventura, Sonoma.
Okay. The last time I had a MacBook, we were on Yosemite. There's been so many updates since.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But they couldn't even, now they're on to a new category. Come on, stick with jungle cats.
What's the new category now?
Well, it sounds like it looks like we had like National Park with El Capitan and Yosemite and
California stuff.
yeah, and then now we're in like beaches, it looks like. All right.
That's
Well, cool.
interesting.
Sorry, continue. Okay, who picks these desserts? Do we like Employee of the Month or like what we served at the Christmas party?
You have done such a good job. You get to pick what the operating system is called this year. Some custodian that works at like the tiniest Samsung facility. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Like, what's your favorite dessert?
Yeah. We're all gonna eat it.
And he's like, donuts. Oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be a neat company to work for. If like
Snow Cone was used last time, but what we can do is we can do Snow Cone V2.
V2. That's real good. Oh man. Oh, Ben was trying to play a new game. There's a new video game the world is obsessed with right now. I can't remember what it's called. But it's like kind of like Call of Duty, but like all the players around the world are playing real time with each other on a planet where you kill bugs. I don't know, but you have to play online, and so that's why my internet was struggling.
Oh. Okay, a couple things. Wait, are you doing more facts?
Oh, go ahead.
So it says, so this is a BuzzFeed article. It says, tell us the signs that immediately identify someone as a millennial. So it says, if you spend any time on the internet or on our beloved BuzzFeed.com, people love to discuss generational differences. So down here it says, somewhat notoriously, millennials get ragged on for their skinny jeans, side parts, or to the use of GIFs. And most recently, apparently, now millennials can be identified if they front tuck their shirts.
I'm such a millennial. Skinny jeans, side part, front tuck. Yep.
I tried like the middle part. It's not flattering.
I look like Gollum.
Wait, what?
I straight up look like Gollum.
I can't do it. I can't. It doesn't look good on me.
I don't know how people do it. Some people have a good face shape for it. My head shape's too round.
And that's the thing.
Round faces are not meant to have middle parts.
And that's the thing.
You can fight me about it.
That's the thing I don't get is like, why are we pigeonholing ourselves and saying that like you're like everyone has a different face shape. Let's all be unique, but you have to have a middle part. Like, and if you don't have a middle part, you're a geriatric millennial. I don't know. It seems weird that they want us all to be the same with something, but not other things.
Mm-hmm.
And skinny jeans. Once you've had skinny jeans, like it's uncomfortable to have big baggy pants.
How do people do flared jeans? Like they weren't around in the 90s, obviously, because
they were
wearing those jeans in the 90s.
Oh,
no,
the people.
The jeans were, but
okay,
the people
I was like,
weren't.
yes, they were.
Yeah, I will never go back to flared jeans. The trauma of walking into school
with wet pants,
with the bottoms of your pants being wet, and then it just sneaking up to your calf.
And you get itchy.
No.
Yeah. We have lived through some
especially
things.
in the winter with the salt.
Yeah.
No thanks. Yeah. Like, no, you can keep that. You can have that. Or like the bleached jeans. No, thank you. That's a trend that I don't need to relive.
Yeah.
You can have it. I don't know. Or the chokers. Those chokers that are coming back.
Yeah, it makes me anxious.
Yeah.
Like,
do you remember getting those as kids and then being like...
I remember, like, one time, Mom had bought me a turtleneck. And I was, like, freaking out. Like, I was probably, like, 6 or 7. And I was, like, having a meltdown. Like, I specifically remember this. I cannot wear this shirt. I feel like I'm going to choke. Like,
they're not comfy.
I don't remember having these moments very often as a young kid. But that was one of those things I was like, this is the hill I will die on. I am not wearing this turtleneck.
It's a good hill to die on because at that point in time, they were like 50% spandex. So that stuff just around your neck.
Yeah, it's very stressful. Oh, man.
Do you remember Riverdance?
Yeah.
I'm looking at a BuzzFeed.
Let's talk more.
So this BuzzFeed list is called 29 Pictures of Things That Millennials Haven't Thought About Since 2009. Right? I forgot all about Riverdance until I saw it on this list. Number 1 is the giant power adapters that came with iPods and weighed like 5 pounds. The first generation iPod that had like the click wheel and then the buttons around the click wheel.
Yeah.
And then they had big chargers. Celebrity Deathmatch on MTV is on here. I never watched that. Let's see. What else is on here? The old 90s cable boxes with the bright red lights. Do you remember ours that had like the bright red numbers?
No.
And it would tell you the channels on it?
No.
Let me send you this list so you can see. Oh my gosh. You gotta go look at number 7.
Celebrity Deathmatch. That's funny. Okay, 7. Okay, yes, I do remember that cable box.
Do you remember those?
Photo books?
The Topsy Tail. I forgot all about that infomercial.
Oh, infomercials. There's not enough of those.
Is he on the internet again?
Now infomercials are just every single thing we do. Like, now it's Instagram or infomercials.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what is going on.
Oh, the Taco Bells.
Do you know one thing that caused me a trauma as a kid was when I would find a piece of lettuce in my bean and cheese burrito?
Yeah, I think my internet's struggling again.
Oh, okay. Oh, you just got fuzzy wuzzy again. Maybe it's mine, because my thing's not loading. Oh, now it is. Is that better?
I think so. That was rough. We were delayed for a minute. Oh my... The Anna Nicole show?
I forgot about that.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
What was your favorite reality TV show? Which one? Did you have one?
I liked Meet the Barkers.
That was a good one.
And the Osbournes was funny. And then Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson.
Have you seen their podcast?
No.
The Osbournes have a
Oh
podcast.
dear. That's...
I know. Ozzy's getting kind of old. It's pretty funny though.
Headphones that came with foam ear cushions. That's funny. I remember getting my last pair of those was on an airplane ride. Probably in 2009. So that I could watch a show on an airplane.
Where were you going?
California.
Oh.
It might have been 2008, but...
Crossing over with John Edward.
I'm looking at
I forgot
Taibo
all
workout
about that
videos.
show.
those had a hold on us.
Mom had those.
I
think we got him at a garage sale
liked
though.
doing them.
I mean, you always had you always liked that. I was the one that I preferred to exercise not knowing I was exercising.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like roller skating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm exercising, but I'm having a good time.
Right.
So it's not really exercising.
The Girls Gone Wild commercials.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, the Disney read-along books.
Oh my heavens. We need to share this list. This is pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was thinking to end this, we could do our Would You Rather Wednesday where we talk about it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So, on our Instagram for Wednesday, we did a Would You Rather on our stories. And now there's a highlight. Okay, first one. Would you rather bring back dial-up or get rid of your cell phone?
Get rid of my cell phone.
Yeah, me too. It's 50-50 on the responses, which is interesting.
That's shocking.
Yeah.
I feel like life was so much more simple when we didn't have cell phones.
Yeah. It was kind of nice to get away.
Yeah, and not be reachable 24/7.
Yeah.
That's why, I just take off. I leave my phone places and I just don't respond for a while.
Yeah, I'll do that too. And Ryan will give me a hard time because he'll be like, you never answer your phone. But it's it's nice to
I don't need
kind
to.
of do, not. And it's most of the day nobody's trying to reach me, so most of the day it's no problem. Okay, next one.
Yeah.
Would you rather do school with paper and textbooks or use Chromebooks so you don't, you can never get away from school? There's no school days ever.
I would do textbooks.
Yeah.
I learned so much better from a textbook.
Yeah, I don't know. I do. It is interesting because, my child does online school, but...
Oh, that's true.
But it's online, but she, has, a regular class that she does online. And I feel like the ways they teach are pretty cool. Yesterday, she was learning... she's in first grade, and she, totally understands, telling time. And it's...
What?
And it's, just the way they,
That is something I still haven't mastered. An analog clock.
Yeah. She watched 4 videos this week on telling time, which were just fun songs. But, I don't know. So I guess, Chromebooks do add... There's cooler things. And I feel like her day is more condensed. She doesn't have to go to an all-day school because she can do it on her computer. Okay, next one. Would you rather go to the mall after school or play N64 after school?
That's why I haven't been responding, because, I'm very slowly hearing what you're saying. But I think, going back to the school thing, I think I would have done so much better in school if I had school like Finley does.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way they teach, and I feel like the way she's absorbing it is the same way my brain needed it to be taught.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, I think people, a part of me hates to tell people that she does, online school, but it's I think if they saw the benefits from it, they would be like, oh yeah, it's and I think it's because it got such a bad rap during the pandemic. People are like, oh, online, but it's she does so good. It's nice that she can take breaks. And just, the tools that they have to teach now, it's, it's so cool.
For sure.
Yeah.
And every time I call her, she's like, I learned this today, and I learned that today.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how are you learning sign language in elementary school? That is the coolest thing.
Yeah. She's not learning it through her school, but it's it's because we have computers and internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know
Yeah.
where her teacher lives, but it's so cool that she can learn sign language.
For
And it's something
sure.
that's sticking with her.
The value in our society of children learning another language while they're children
Yeah.
is so great just from like a cultural perspective.
Yeah.
Because there's not enough inclusivity when it comes to like languages
Yeah.
in the US.
Yeah.
That needs to happen.
You see, people will be like, this is America, speak English. And it's like, but we don't have a
No.
language. We don't have an official language. It just happens that a lot of people speak English.
Well, and the only reason they do is because
We were settled by...
we're a country of immigrants.
Yeah.
I say that, but I only know English and some sign language. I need to learn Spanish. I need to learn some other language because I don't want to be the reason people can't communicate, you know?
Yeah. Well, and because I wanted to teach my kids Spanish. Like, I thought that would be really cool. Like, I took Spanish, but I mean, I'm not fluent by any means, but it's like, I just was like, oh, that would be cool if like we could both learn Spanish together, but it just was one of those things that it was like, it just didn't stick with Finley like sign language does. For whatever reason, that's the one that she's able to remember. And I think that it has its benefits. That's what
For sure.
That's what makes us cool, is that we can all, there's something for everyone.
I agree. What was the next question?
Would you rather go to the mall after school or play N64 after school?
In mall. I was more of a mall person.
Yeah. Just walk the mall.
You and Nick were more N64 people.
Yeah. And you'd go to the mall and you wouldn't like go to buy anything. You would
No.
you would go get like an orange Julius and then just walk the mall.
Look for cute boys.
Yeah.
Duh. And then go to the back of the Spencer store and be like, what is all this stuff? Because what else do teenagers
And go to
do?
Claire's and look at the jewelry.
Yeah.
Not necessarily buy anything.
I was telling Ben about that the other day, how much I lived at Claire's as a kid, and how kid me, if they could see that Claire's was in Walmart now, because we have a Claire's inside our Walmart now, I would be in heaven. I also really like stationery, and I always had that obsession.
You did. You like notebooks and pens and...
I still do. I have a closet in here, and I have a whole shelf of stationery supplies. Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Okay, the next one is, would you rather get rid of texts and emails or get rid of phone calls? This one's
Texts
50-50
and
too. I think I'd rather
I
get rid
hate
of phone
texts and
calls.
emails. Really? I prefer a phone call.
I just dread when my phone rings.
It depends. If I know the person and I'm comfortable with the person, yes, sign me up.
Yeah.
If it's a distant person, like a more distant family member, like not like an everyday, every family occasion family member, then I'm like, no.
And that's the thing is, I feel like the people who know me text me. And so the calls that I get are the people that
That's fair.
I'm like, it's like the doctor's office. And I'm like, just leave me a message. Just text me.
But I hate when the message is, call us back.
Oh, yes.
And it's like, just tell me my results over this voicemail, please, because I know everything's fine. I looked at the results right after they were available. I don't need to call you back.
Hi, this is Katie. If this is a doctor's office, you can leave my results in the message. If you're anybody else, leave me a message. Bye. You like give them permission.
I should. That'd be good.
Okay, last one. Would you rather bring back Legends of the Hidden Temple or bring back all that?
Legends of the Hidden Temple. There is no argument there.
100% of people said that.
Zero argument. Legends of the Hidden Temple, primetime show.
Yeah.
Like, we need an adult version of that.
The world stopped spinning when that show came on. And nothing else mattered.
Ooh, we should make a Legends of the Hidden Temple restaurant.
That would be fun. What?
Be there while the people compete.
Oh, okay. All right, now I see. I'm like, I don't know what this means. You gotta go pick up your order inside the temple.
Of the time.
And I like that no matter what thing they like hit, it was always the wrong one. Like didn't matter. Like
it's so true. When they went over the water, that's
a good show.
That was the part that I was like, I could do everything in this show, but I couldn't do the water.
What's the new show that's kind of like that, but Ninja Warrior?
Oh, I
It's
like
kind of
Ninja
like
Warrior.
that show.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
I couldn't do Ninja Warrior.
No.
But in my brain as a kid, I could totally do Legends
Yeah.
of the Hidden Temple.
Back when... Have you seen another detour. Have you seen the Nickelodeon building now?
The one that's abandoned now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so sad to see it not bright colors.
Where did they move to?
I don't know. Nickelodeon. I gotta type building. The original Nickelodeon Studios. And it's not bright blue and orange. These photos make me sadder than I thought it would.
Can you send them to me?
Wait, what?
Or just, can you send me a link?
Oh, yes. I would.
Oh, that's so weird.
It is now known as the Sharp Aquas Theater. Home to the iconic Blue Man Group performances in Orlando.
There's another one that's like completely abandoned.
So it says that this one has abandoned sections.
Oh,
Interesting.
that's sad.
Yeah.
Abandoned buildings make me sad. Abandoned homes too.
I follow quite a few people, urban explorers, on Instagram, and there's a few.
I do on YouTube.
There's a few that are like so clickbaity, where they're like, "This was a mob house." It's like, I'm pretty sure that
It
that
wasn't.
Janet and Richard just live there. Like,
I'm pretty sure it was just a car salesman. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a mob house.
and the
think so.
FBI rated it. It's like, I don't think so. You know.
Too funny. All right.
Okay, well.
Well, next week we should have Nick. He
Yeah.
has some good excuses
Yeah.
to miss recording. But all right. Thanks for listening.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.